Guys, congrats on the movie. It's a pleasure to meet you both. I saw some clips of it at your Universal Slate Day months back. And it's always a good sign when the audience is laughing at just clips from it. Just like, have you seen it with an audience? You've seen it at South by Southwest. That must have been slightly terrifying at first to come in and just see that audience reaction.
Well, we previewed the movie, so we sat with previews and we knew like audiences have great reactions. That was the very first time I previewed the movie and heard the reaction. I was so happy. And then we were saying that after South by, it's like, well, I don't ever want to see the movie with an audience again because they were so great.
It was so great.
It would just be a disappointment.
It must be like, because comedies don't get these kind of reviews. Then this film is getting absolutely cracking reviews. It seems to be like one every year or two. They're generally Judd Apatow movies as well, but there's one every year or two that gets really strong reviews, and reviews for this ones have been fantastic. That must be a nice feeling as well.
Nice.
Feels so good.
It's so nice. Not good.
Makes you think we might know what we're doing.
And it's the first movie I think I can remember in a long time that doesn't talk down to the kid characters. The kid characters are kind of more the sensible ones. Was that obviously a conscious decision, putting the film together that like, look, the kids are going to be the smart ones here?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think our way in was with the parents, or I'm sorry, our way in was with the kids when we see them make the pact, and I had to make the parents crazy. Like they had to be the crazy ones because then you're suggesting that like sex is bad and they shouldn't be doing things. Like you had to make them sane and rational. But there's like a small little part in the movie where Kayla's crossing the street and she almost gets hit by a car, and I wanted to have that to show that like they actually still do need to be watched after a little bit.
I almost got hit by a car.
Yeah, she's like, I almost died. Yeah.
And about from, like, Leslie, you've done so many comedies at this point as well, such an eclectic balance. About letting a gag breathe from a performance point of view and from a direction point of view, like to make it funny, that extra second or that extra beat, whatever it takes. Is that an art form now, or is that all in the editing and the script?
It's an art form.
It's an art form. you can't learn it, or you can learn it, do you think?
I think you can learn it. Yeah, but it is, not. Sometimes you notice, you think like, oh, that's something that people can just do, and then sometimes you're like, oh wow, that didn't feel right at all, and it's because the other person can't do it.
And from a direction point of view, Kay, looking at it in the editing, were you like, I've got gold here, I just need to cut this into something?
Yeah, I remember after seeing the first assembly, I was like, we have the movie. We just have a lot of work to do to get it down. Because we did so much improvising and threw so many different jokes in every scene, my first cut was like 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Who was doing the most improvising? Who was doing the most improvising on set?
Ike does the most. Because, because you would do a lot of jokes. Like, whatever I said, threw out to you, you would do. Or you would pick ones that you like to do. But where Ike doesn't like that. Ike likes to just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it tricky to know then when to stop him? When to be like, okay, course,
yeah,
or just kind of
sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I have to be like, guys.
just let him keep going there.
I got a day to make.
And Leslie, your daughter's fantastic. Iris is fantastic in Love. You must be incredibly proud of her. She's grown into a fantastic young actress. Have you watched the seasons? Have you watched the 3 seasons?
I haven't watched the 3rd season yet, but I heard it's really good. And I'm very excited for her. Yeah, is she great in it?
She's great in it. Yeah, you can see her kind of growing up over the 3 seasons.
Know.
It's really cool. And of course the movies with Judd too.
Yeah, I know. It must be, she's taller than me now and better in every way. So I'm proud of her.
That's what happens with the kids, isn't it?
Yeah.
Guys, congrats again on the film. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
They're getting away. WWVDD.
What would Vin Diesel do?
Hey, Fast and the Furious is completely unrealistic. It's not a documentary. I get that.